Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their face.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So it ended up being something where he had given me really bad body language. So I texted him. And we couldn't, like, me and him, like, when we would lose, we'd be up at like 3, 4 in the morning, just not able to sleep, just very competitive.
Now I know why Swaggy P said Kobe had Jeremy Lin crying in the locker room. Cause this boy is Charmin soft. Like he said in that clip, Charmin soft out this mug. Do you think Kobe's gonna respect you when you're texting him? Or when you go and look at him in his eye, mano a mano, and say, yo, listen, bro, I'm all for that, you know, you trying to encourage me, get me better, but like, yo, there's a certain way I want to be spoken to. And if you look him in the eye like that, I'm sure Kobe hit you with that one of those, okay, meet me at 5 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to get started. You know what I'm saying? That's Kobe. Jeremy Lin is one of the softest NBA players that I've ever witnessed with my own eyes after watching this video clip. That's got to be one of the gayest things you can ever say is, hey, man, I don't like your body language. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe for today's video. Jeremy Lin is sharing an untold story about him and Kobe Bryant and how we try to, get on the same page as him. Kobe is a guy that's not going to, be your best friend. He's going to challenge you. He's going to be hard on you. And if you don't like that, you're probably not the right teammate for him. So if you're soft, please don't play with Kobe in his prime. But recipes to the Mamba. So let's get into today's video. You don't want to miss, what I got for today's show, because I'm tearing Jeremy Lin a new you know what. Let's get into it.
He was upset at me over something that I was actually trying to do.
He gonna cry in the car.
But the coach was telling me not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, no, don't foul him. I was like, no, we gotta foul him, right? And so Kobe was like, foul him. I was like, I know I'm trying to, but I'm telling the coach, and the coach is telling me don't foul. So then I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So it ended up being something where he had given me really bad body language. So I texted him. And we couldn't, like, me and him, like, when we would lose, we'd be up at like 3, 4 in the morning, just not able to sleep, just very competitive.
Yeah. So
I texted him, and I was like, hey man, like, I really don't appreciate the body language. And so he came back with a sharp response, and then I went back at him. But it ended cordial, where I ended up saying, I was like, I'm not saying that you can't teach me. You're obviously like 100 times the player I am. I want to learn anything and everything I can from you. I'm just asking, can you just say it and do it in a way that's like respectful to me as a man, right?
Yes.
And so he was like, all right, I got you. And then he sent over a text with some advice. He's like, let's start with this. I was like, I got you. I'm gonna be focused on that. I'm gonna be working on this. I'm gonna be thinking on this, of exactly what you're saying. I'm just trying to get better. I'm trying to help this team more.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't speak for the next 5 months.
Damn.
He's not used to people challenging him. And I wasn't challenging him like I'm better than you and I'm smarter than you. I was only challenging him like, hey, can you teach me in a way that's a little bit more effective for me to process it? It's not versus not like talking down to me. If you yelled at me and you're like, yo, what are you doing? Get your head out your ass. Like, lock in so we can win this game. Yeah. Like, it's like, you believe that if I lock in, we're going to win this game because you believe in who I am. Right? But if you're just talking down to me, yelling at me, talking down to me, like, yo, it's like you have zero respect for me or whatever. That hits me differently, where it feels like, it's not like, yo, I believe in you and you're letting us down. Yo, wake the hell up. It's like, I can't stand you. Get out my, and you know what I mean? Like, that type of energy was what kind of messed with me.
Yeah.
And I know, like, and I'm not disrespecting Kobe, because I fully acknowledge that he's 1,000 times the player that I am. But what I am saying is, even within the context of being a leader, what me and you were saying to him was not, we're smarter than you, we're better than you, or whatever. It was more just like, in this specific situation, here's a little bit of feedback that I felt like you could have handled it differently. You're not perfect, right? Like, and so it comes with so much respect for who he is.
Yeah.
Did he have to respect me, like, with the magnitude and the level of player he was? No, not necessarily. He didn't, I understand why he would look at me and be like, yo,
like I said, the gayest thing you can say to a man is, hey man, I don't like your body language. What's going on? Bro, shut up. Are we serious? Your body language? We don't like your body language. I don't like your tone, man. Come on, man. It's not fair. Let's play differently, guys. Come on, let's all get along, bro. He went to Harvard, bro. This ain't Harvard. This is Kobe beating Bryant. This man right here does not want to be your best friend. He wants to win, and he wants to make sure you're gonna die on the court with him. So if you're up at 3 a.m. and texting Kobe, and you don't like the way he's talking to you, do you think it's an appropriate time to address it over text? As a man, right? As a man, if you're standing up for yourself and you think Kobe is bullying you, do you think Kobe's gonna respect you when you're texting him? Or when you go and look at him in his eye, mano a mano, and say, yo, listen, bro, I'm all for that, you trying to encourage me, get me better, but like, yo, there's a certain way I want to be spoken to. And if you look him in the eye like that, I'm sure Kobe hit you with that one of those, okay, meet me at 5 a.m. tomorrow, we gonna get started. You know what I'm saying? That's Kobe. That's how Kobe works, but you scared and you soft. And Swaggy P said this dude was crying in the locker room. We know why Swaggy P said that. Because look how this dude's acting, bro. Over the tone of voice, over body language, bro. We're talking about a grown man. In high school, at 14 years old, when I played on the freshman team at 14 years old in high school, my coach called us ussies. You know what I'm saying? With the P. Ussies with a P. I know YouTube be corny sometimes, so I can't say it, but you know what I just said, right? Dude would end practice early, call us out of our names, and then make us run for the rest of the practice. He would literally call us out of our names at 14 years old, a high school coach. That might hurt Jeremy Lin's feelings. He might start crying. Come on, bro. We can't be for real. There's a reason why players like Matt Barnes, players like Metta World Peace, players like Trevor Ariza, they just worked. They worked in that system because Kobe is going to talk to you a certain way, but there's a difference between listening to what is said versus listening to how it was said. Now, I have to go through this with my fiance. Sometimes my tone might be off, but the message was there. You get what I'm saying? So like, you're not really saying something wrong, but the way you're saying it might hurt someone's feelings. Now, you're used to doing that when you're dealing with a woman in a relationship. You got to be, I worked on that. You got to be understanding of how you talk to somebody. But when we're between the lines and we're in these locker rooms, if I tell you, yo, get your shit together, and I'm talking to you like rah-rah, you shouldn't complain or cry about it. And if you are complaining or crying about it, maybe you should reconsider what it means to play professional sports. Because I'm an amateur, and I played in locker rooms where people are going at each other, and it gets hectic. But guess what? It's all for the better of the sport. It's all for the better of the team. It's all for player development. It's all for getting better. So if it's all between that, then that's just the way it is. But shout out to Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. I hope Jeremy Lin can heal from this. He seems like he might be hurt from it. But I'm sure, like I said, Kobe just wanted to test how good he was, how much he was willing to sacrifice his time, his work to get better, right? How much he's willing to go out on the line and get better and learn from him. Now, not everybody is cut from that, and especially not Jeremy Lin. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.